Alright guys, welcome back. CFP here, and this is Survival Living. Now I do apologize, I am still under the weather, but I need to get this information out to you. Now we have been harping for a very long time about grid down being an SHTF scenario. This is one of our top scenarios that we prepare for here at the house. We have done videos on our solar and generators, things like that, trying to give people ideas for different types of alternate power sources when the grid goes down. Now tonight's video, it is almost 2 o'clock in the morning right now, but I need to get this together so I can get it to you as fast as possible. With our current administration, our new electee, our new elect-to-be has signed new executive orders. Now he's been signing a lot of executive orders, getting rid of executive orders across the board that the previous administration had put in place. One of these is being the infrastructure bill. This is the bulk power system executive order that the previous administration put in. This was to help harden our grid. Now, to harden our grid for multiple things, it could be either cyber attacks, EMPs, and coronal mass ejections. Now, with an EMP, yes, an EMP is real. I don't know where people get off on there's no such thing. Yes, there is. I mean, the DHS has the proof. That's why they went for this. That's why they went to harden this. We have threatened other countries using EMP weaponry, just like in Baghdad, where we threatened Saddam. We said that we would turn the lights out in Baghdad. We were going to use an EMP weapon on that. Now, with the coronal mass ejection, that does happen. It's not if it's going to happen. It's going to be when it's going to happen, and we're overdue. It's like every 120 years, Earth gets hit by one of these massive coronal mass ejections. It will knock out power, all right? This will happen. We are behind. But some people don't want to hear that information. Well, let me talk about a actual fact that you can actually look up yourself and see that just recently happened. That was the Black Start hack. They broke in, they accessed all of our 5 military branches records information. They were able to identify and possibly download our nation's response to a massive blackout, how we would rebuild, what steps we would be taking. This was just a month and a half ago when this happened. Cyber attacks. The bill that the previous administration had put in was to help harden against cyber attacks. The new administration has done away with it for the next 90 days, I believe so. And in 90 days, they'll either not renew it or they'll just write something else in. Now, with this information, I'm not here to sell you anything. We have our affiliate links, all that good stuff. If you feel led that you want to help support the channel, check those out. You don't even have to use our affiliate links, but you need to start preparing. Number one, first thing you need to start preparing. When power goes out, your water is not going to run. Even if you have a well, if it's powered, it's not going to be running until you can make power to generate that, turn that well pump on. Unless you have a rope, bucket, pail type of well, you're not getting water. All right. So you need to worry about water. How are you going to get water? Now, we've shown many different ways of water. You can store water. Storing water is only temporary. You still have to find a fresh source of water, and then you have to filter it out. You also need to be working on rain catchment systems. You don't have to have those rain catchment systems hooked up right now. They can be designed. You can collapse them down. You can store most of the materials that you need for it right in the 55-gallon drum that you're going to be collecting water in, and tuck it away in the shed till you need it. Now you've got it. It's put back for you. Now, along with your water, you've got to have water filtration. All right, you've got to be able to filter out water, even if it's rainwater. You do not want to be drinking what is coming out of the air. All right, not anymore. Maybe as when we were kids, you could do it. I don't recommend it now. You need to filter that water out. There's two very cheap, effective ways: the Life Straw and the Sawyer Mini. Both are under 20 bucks. Both of them are great to filter out water for regular impurities. Get those, put those back. They last a very long time. We showed how to make charcoal to make your own water filter. You need a way to purify your water. All right, number two, lighting. Okay, lights, candles, guys. Candles are cheap. You can get these hurricane candles at the dollar store, like 6 for $1. There's all you don't even have to get those. You can get 2 light candles. Even 2 light candles will give you some light source. Having light at night is a pretty good thing. Okay, having a way to see at night is a good option. Now we have other means of light that we can project light into our yards and things like that for security purposes. Flashlights. It is great to have flashlights. Headlamps. All right, headlamps are great to have. They're not required, but they're great to have. You get 2 free hands. A lot of people didn't like this headlamp that I did a review on. I've been using it every single day, but it doesn't have to be that headlamp. Something, all right, some way of being able to see at night. Number 3, food. You've got to have food, guys. If this is a major event, a major grid down event, transportation lines are not going to be working, all right? Will a vehicle still be running if it's just a cyber hack? Yes. Are the odds that the backup generators and stuff for fuel pumps be able to run? Well, quite possibly at your local 7-Eleven store because they're just a little gas powered generator. But the transportation of food is going to come to a screeching halt. You won't be able to manufacture the meals and stuff people buy at the grocery store. It won't be able to transport across state lines and everywhere else that it needs to go without power to create that food to begin with. It takes power and energy to create food. So you need to have food put back. We have went over many times on canned goods, dry goods. These are your normal staple foods that you can put back now and have for when you need it. It's normal rotational stock. It's stuff you normally eat. All right, just get that food, put it back. And then once you have enough of that put back, then you can move into your freeze dried stuff. Like I said, we're affiliated with other programs. You don't have to use our affiliate programs. You might not like that type of food. Then find something you can. You can get up to a 2-year supply of normal foods for a fraction of the cost of the long-term food storage. A lot of people buy the long-term food storage because they buy it, put it away, and forget about it. They don't have to worry about it anymore. It's not in their way. That's why a lot of people go for that right off the bat. I recommend getting the normal foods first. Number 4. I'm sorry, guys. My voice is going out on me. All right, number 4, guys. I am going to say generate power. The reason I say generate power, can you live without power? Yes, of course you can. Will you lose what's in your refrigerator? Yeah, you will within a matter of days. The reason I say power is because if you are on a medical equipment that sustains your life, you need a way to generate power for that equipment. If you're in those motorized wheelchairs and you don't have a regular wheelchair, you need a way to recharge those batteries on that, okay? We have went over generators. A regular Harbor Freight generator, it doesn't have to be Harbor Freight. It can be any generator as long as it can charge up your systems. It's a cheap, effective way, but you got to store gasoline or diesel or propane, whatever that generator needs. You need to get that put back. Next up, solar. All right, we've shown these solar generators. Hey, you don't have to buy those from me. You can go anywhere. Those things are expensive. They are compatible. They're compact. You can put them away somewhere and bring them out when you need them. Charge up the battery bank on the system. Bring it inside. Use it for what you need. Go back outside the next day. Charge it back up. Be out there with it. Be your own security for it. And of course, the next one would be solar panels. All right, like we have on our trailer, we have a solar bank, we have solar panel systems. We can charge up, we can run a lot of stuff with our solar system. We live off of it. It took time, it took money to do, but we still did it under $3,000, and it runs everything we need. And if you're in a windy area that doesn't have much sunlight, check out wind turbines. There's many different ways you can do this. All right, so power is number 4. Number 5, bang bangs. Okay, you have to have a way to defend yourself. If you have power, if you have water, if you have food, you have to have a way to defend yourself. And that will come into firearms. You got to have something, okay? If you cannot get something right now because of legal issues, whatever, work with a community group, which will be our next one up. A community group. Get with the same understanding and agreement with somebody, someone that can legally do all that stuff, and have an agreement when SHTF happens. And that means that there is no longer rule of law. So law does not matter anymore because there is no law. You have a safe place to go and acquire what you need because you have a group already put together. So yes, you do need security. You do need community. Can you do it on your own for a while? Yes, you can. All right. Yes, you can. I have seen comments of, well, if they see the lights, they're going to be coming. Absolutely. You could work on blacking out your windows, things like that if you want to. I recommend that. Either spray paint or aluminum foil, tape on it. Hey, it works. Will people come around when your lights are on? Yes, they will. And then you're left with your dilemma. What are you going to do about it? Well, I'm going to thrive. I'm not going to sit there and cower and hide. They'll know not to come towards my property. Will they try to? Yes, they will. But that's going to be up to you what you do in that situation. I cannot tell you what to do. That's your own convictions. I pride myself in taking care of my family. I will do whatever I have to take care of my family. I have a group. Things go down, we pull together, we watch each other's back. Can you do it as a lone wolf prepper? You can for a while. Can you go gray man? Can you go gray living for a very long time? Sure you can. I did it as a train rider. You know how many abandoned buildings I had lived in, traveling through town to town, jumping from freight train to freight train? Many. Nobody knew I was there. I'd be there for a few days and kept on moving. But same thing, a year and a half out there, I was seen many times. I had been stopped by the railroad police many times. You will be seen. Eventually, you will be seen. So to wrap this up, guys, this is not fear porn. This is facts. We got stuff going on. I want to throw a little bit of conspiratorial stuff at you. We have seen this new administration talk about a dark winter. Now, when I first heard dark winter, I understood it as the war game that was played out for a pandemic here in America. I believe it was back in 2014. I believe that's what they were referenced to. But this new administration is using it very wishy-washy, as in hard times. Now seeing this with this new executive order is looking for more of a power outage dark winter, as in the lights will be out. So take it as a grain of salt. I will be putting links up for those articles and also link up for the original executive order that was signed to harden the grid so you can take a look at. Guys, just be prepared and be ready. Talk to y'all later.